Hello, TheLadyKeziah here. Maintaining your mental health is not a luxury or an afterthought. Maintaining your mental health is not a luxury or an afterthought. It is the very foundation upon which the rest of your life is built. When we neglect our psychological well-being, we aren't just feeling stressed. We are allowing the structural integrity of our physical health, our relationships, and our professional capabilities to erode. So this video seeks to explore the vital necessity of mental regulation and the profound impact it has on our overall life. Let us therefore consider the following. Number 1, the master engine. Why your well-being depends on your mental regulation. In the modern world, we are often taught to prioritize productivity over peace. We treat our minds like machines that run indefinitely, run and run and run and run and run, forgetting that even the most advanced systems require cooling, maintenance, and regulation. To manage your mental health is to acknowledge that your mind is the master engine of your existence. If the engine fails, it doesn't matter how beautiful the car is or how fast it can go, the journey stops. Should I repeat? If the engine fails, when your car engine fails, it doesn't matter the kind of beautiful car you drive or how fast that car can go, the journey stops, the car stops. Number 2, the biological reality of neglect. Mental health is not a head-only issue. It is the full box or full body experience. Mental health is not a head-only issue. It is a full body experience. When we fail to regulate stress or manage trauma, our bodies remain in a state of high cortisol production. This fight or flight response, while useful in some short bursts, becomes toxic when it is chronic. Every day, every situation around you, from your work to your relationship to your finances, everything about you has to, toxicity all around you. Flight or fight mode, always. Unregulated mental health manifests physically as weakened immune systems, sleep disorders, and cardiovascular strain. To say your well-being depends on your mental health is a biological fact. A mind is constant. Your mind, when it is in constant turmoil, it eventually breaks the body it inhabits. Should I repeat? When your mind is in constant turmoil, that constant toxicity will eventually break the body it inhabits. Another video I will do. Your body is your home, so take good care of it from inside out. Many people take care of their body from outside, that's it. It should be taken care of inside out. So don't forget that all the stress you're enduring, all the dysfunctionality you are embracing, harboring, it has a way of coming out through the body. And eventually, it would break the body it inhabits. Number 3, the prism of perception. Our mental state acts as the prism through which we view the world. When our mental health is regulated, the prism is clear. We see challenges as manageable and relationships as sources of support. However, when we are mentally depleted, that prism becomes distorted. Small setbacks feel like catastrophes, and the people we love can begin to feel like burden because internally you are drained. Your mental health is drained. Regulation allows us to maintain perspective. It gives us the emotional margin to respond to life's difficulties with wisdom rather than pure, unrefined impulse. Without this margin, we are the mercy of our circumstances. Number 4, the art of regulation, from doing to being. Managing mental health is not about the absence of struggle. No, we all go through struggle one way or the other. So managing and regulating mental health is not about the absence of any struggle, any challenge. It is about the presence of choice. When you are drained emotionally, what do you do? When you are drained mentally, what do you do? Exactly. And this regulation involves self-awareness, boundary setting, and active recovery. Let me take my time and explain this. Why self-awareness? Recognizing the early warning signs of burnout or anxiety before they become a crisis. That is self-awareness. Do you know your baseline level? Do you know your breaking point? That is self-awareness. Everybody can say this is normal, but if it's not normal to you, my dear, don't embrace it, don't accept it. Self-awareness is key when you are regulating your mental health. Boundary setting. Understanding that saying no to others is often the only way to say yes to your own sanity. There are people, there are situations, there are things you don't need when you're emotionally drained. Saying no to people it doesn't make you a bad person. It means saying yes to your own sanity. If something is not for you, it doesn't matter how long you've endured it. At one day, you should come to the realization that no, you are supposed to say no to it. Why would you surround yourself with toxic people? People can't interrogate their own mindset. People can't. And you are there enduring all the gibberishness. Your mental health will be affected. That's setting boundaries. And the active recovery. Engaging in practices, whether it is stillness, movement, or professional therapy. In our part of the world, those who don't need therapy go for therapy so they'll be able to be with those who really need therapy. Why is that so? Going for therapy is a normal way of life. Why would you be burned out and so overwhelmed when a simple therapy would have been so much therapeutic and a healing instrument that you needed? Therapy restores the mind's equilibrium. It restores the mind's equilibrium. And then the last one, the stewardship of the self. We are often told that it is selfish to focus on ourselves. Heck no, no more and never again. So we give and give and give and give, but we can't even give anything to ourselves, or we can't even open up for others to give to us. No. The opposite is true. You cannot pour from an empty cup. If you don't find ways of filling yourself, you run empty, and the people you love will suffer. You cannot be a present parent, a visionary leader, or a reliable friend if you are mentally fractured. Regulating your mental health is an act of stewardship. It is the recognition that you have been given one life and one mind to navigate it with. By choosing to manage your mental well-being, you are not just surviving, you are ensuring that your future self has the vitality, the clarity, and the joy required to actually live. Your well-being doesn't just benefit from mental health. It is entirely dependent on it. Should I repeat? Your well-being doesn't just benefit from mental health. It is entirely dependent on it. So take your mental health critically. Learn how to manage and regulate it for your own sanity and growth. TheLadyKeziah is my name. I'm a licensed psychosocial counselor and a transformative mindset coach. If you want to work with me, visit my profile. You'll see my link there and book a session with me. We can become more, do more, and give more. Much love and blessings.